What's going on, guys? Welcome back to GTA 5. Today we have our first official FD competition here in Los Santos. We have all the boys out here for the invitational bracket ready to go. We have our open public bracket as well, so people can roll in during the comp, and if we don't fill that up, we're gonna bring some of these guys back to life as they're eliminated. So we're gonna be pairing these guys off into twos, and we're gonna get this competition underway. So before we get this all underway, guys, I do wanna quickly run you through the line and the rules and all of that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the lead driver on the left, follow driver on the right. Lead driver is gonna honk to let the other driver know that he is ready to go. Follow driver is going to do the same, and then both drivers are good to launch. Now, our lead driver is responsible for the line, which you're going to want to go for an inner clip there to an outside. You're going to go outside again out here to inside. And you're going to go outside to inside once more here. Outside to inside again. Now we enter a battle zone here, which means you can go outside or you can go into that left as long as you hit this inner clip right in here before going outside, hitting one more touch and go, and then outside to the stairs, nice and smooth. So that's your line, that's your goal. First ever Street Series official GTA competition. Taylor and Brex, whenever you guys are ready, go ahead, line up, and we're gonna hop in the follow car to get a good view. We're also gonna have a driver hop in the lead car. That's gonna even out the weight for both cars and make sure we're staying nice and fair with our weight distribution as well. So here we go. Brex with a huge launch. Into the inside, back to the outside. Ooh, Taylor's gonna drop some wheels there. We're gonna fault him. Brex's line not super smooth, but he is making his clips. Goes outside to inside once more, outside to inside. He's keeping it on the track. He misses his inside hard there. We're not gonna fault Taylor for missing it. However, Brex is pulling quite hard, and Taylor did have that tire drop. Brex is missing a few of his clips. Not super smooth, but anybody's game at this point. Let's swap Brex with that quick launch. So he's launching basically as soon as he honks. That's a hit that is going to be a fault to Brex. And another one that's going to be a fault to Brex. That is some aggressive contact. Taylor on the lead here, super smooth. Is he going to drop a wheel? Wow, that's really, really smooth. He keeps one wheel on the white line. Brex cannot hold it. And Taylor, can he hit his? He's gonna barely hit his touch and go there. He might have maybe missed it. I'm feeling like Taylor might move on. Maybe OMT chat, talk to me, man. All right, we do have a unanimous Taylor. Taylor's gonna move on. Brex, great runs, man. Gotta make our modification on the bracket here as well. Taylor's gonna move on. Up next is gonna be Dilly and Moo. All right, guys, run number 2 of round 1. We got Moo and Dilly. Dilly in the follow here. I'm surprised. I thought he'd lead off the bat. Dilly is super fast. Moo is really, really well controlled. We're gonna see Dilly is gonna, wow, one tire drop, I think for both drivers there, both times. Wow, that's incredible. Moo is gonna get a point on line there as he hits his clip, and Dilly misses on his brakes. Dilly super smooth to make up the rest of his way. This is incredible. Extremely smooth driving from both drivers. Moo slightly missing his inner there. It is a very slight advantage to Moo as of right now, just based on a little bit of proximity and a slightly better line in 2 spots. We're looking at that one spot early in the line and that spot on the stairs. It's a slight advantage to Moo. Nothing Dilly can't come back from right now. We're gonna swap cars and we're gonna see what happens the other way around. Moo on his follow, Dilly with the lead this time. Doors open. Ooh, we'll tap it closed, right, Moo? Both drivers just one wheel out, one wheel white line. Dilly goes a little bit shallow. He does hit it with his bumper. Moo's gonna stay right on him. Moo might be putting down a giant right now. Oh, Moo's 2 wheels out. Is that the OMT right there? I think that's the OMT right there. That's 2 wheels out for Moo. Dilly did have 2 faults, but I don't know. Guys, is that Moo forward or OMT? Talk to me, man. That is a tough call. So we do judge these by the beyond a shadow of a doubt ruling, and the boys in the chat are definitely not super clear on the decision, so we are gonna hop back in for an OMT. Now, Street Series OMTs are a full rerun, lead and follow, so there we go. Good launch from both drivers as Moo enters. Great proximity once again. We're looking for any faults on the line here. Moo is gonna miss his outside just a little bit to keep up. Dilly is gonna hit his outside there. He's gonna miss the inside just a little bit. He's gonna go one wheel out. He's running his insides a little less aggressive than we'd like to see. Moo having a little bit of a hard time keeping up through the high speed, but does make up some lost ground in the slower sections. Moo's lead. Dilly with a really solid launch. Dilly is looking for it right now. Wow. Dilly might be able to put Moo out here. He's hitting his clips. He's really fast. He hits them all with extreme proximity. Oh, he corrected a little bit back there. As he pulls back to Moo, oh man, Moo had better proximity through this zone. and Moo is gonna hit the wall to move Dilly on to round 2. H1 and Stevie lining on up, guys. Hey, can I get a ride-along driver? One of you guys up top come down for me? Thanks, Smogs. I appreciate it, brother. Stevie and H1. I don't think I closed my door all the way. I'm so sorry, Stevie. Stevie did premiere this on stream last night. Little early Street Series action. H1's gonna hit his clip. He's gonna, oh, I don't know if that was the second tire. That was really, really close. H1 out for blood right now as he does miss his inner clip just a little bit, goes shallow to his outside. Stevie taps his door, and that is an animalistic follow from Stevie Wonderkid. Out angles H1 as he taps the taillight with his door. Stevie Wonderkid looking to take H1 out in the first round. Can he do it? Here we go, H1's follow. He holds up a little bit to let Stevie out front. Stevie's gonna hit his inner clip. He goes outside. H1 has all that proximity though. He is fast and he is ready to use his speed. He's gonna stay on that door. Look at this, this is incredible. H1 back to the door once again, is not going down without a fight. Super clean. Stevie's line though, flawless. Stevie's lead line though, absolutely flawless. Oh, and Stevie hits the... How bad is that contact, boys? Is that OMT contact or is that H1 forward contact? OMT, okay, so I'm seeing a lot of OMTs as well. All right, guys, 2 Titans with the OMT, here we go. Oh, H1 got out good that time. I don't know if he held up at all. If he did, he's a super nice guy. He's got a lot of proximity on Stevie this time. Stevie's gonna go a little bit less angled to make it up. That's beautiful. Love that decision there. He's gonna actually trade in a little bit of an outside zone to make up that proximity. Once again, he's gonna tap. We're not gonna call that line altering. He is in the inside. We're just looking at a lot of proximity to make up there on the first half of that lead. I don't think we're gonna fault the contact. It was borderline, but it's GTA. We'll let it slide. But H1 with a lot of proximity on Stevie there in those first couple corners that was not there in the previous run. So this is heating up. Let's see if H1 can stay on Stevie's door here. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead. Oh, this is insane. Great launch from both drivers. H1 right on his door. H1 looking to take down Stevie Wonderkid. Are you kidding me? He's gonna do the same thing Stevie did with his line and get right to the door. This is insane with the sunset over LSIA. Is H1 gonna pull out one of the craziest wins in Street Series history? The OMT with Stevie Wonderkid. That is a relentless follow. That was wild. I can't get over that battle, dude. That's wild. H1 is gonna defeat Stevie Wonderkid to move on to round 2. That follow was gangsta status. H1's gonna move on there with the absolutely legendary follow. Smogs and Tony, you guys can line it up. Here we go, man. Smogs and Tones. Now, Smogs is the winner of our preliminary comp, so he is currently our driver to beat. Tones is gonna try and take him out. Whenever you guys are ready, go right ahead. Here we go. Big launch for our driver to beat Smogs. He is gonna get a little bit of proximity going on Tony here. Tony is the only Euros, I believe, left. Oh, I'm sorry, Taylor's still got a Euros out here. But those S13s, I was running a Euros as well, and it is hard to keep up with those S13s. As you can see, Smogs with an incredible line, just an immense amount of speed. It's so hard to keep up with them. Tones is doing his best. Solid line from Tones as well, but Smogs with just a crazy amount of proximity. Tones, great job getting back to him through the small section, and that's really where the Euro shines, especially on LSIA. But that S13 picking up all that speed in the outside, it's gonna be hard to beat this guy tonight. Let's see what he can do on his follow. Let's see how the brakes look. Here we go. Big entry for Smogs. They're both gonna go a little inside. Smogs with the taps, not gonna alter the line. That's crazy. Tony with a really solid line, but Smogs just floating right on it. This is insane. The S13s are flying out here. Smogs into the battle zone, just inches from the door. He's gonna go a little aggressively inside there on his touch and go. But with that type of proximity and that type of lead, man, I think it's gonna be pretty unanimous. Smogs is gonna move on. Great runs from Tones. Smogs is gonna move on, and that is gonna round off round 1 of our invite bracket. Now, we do have a couple spots open in our public bracket, so if any of my guys who are eliminated would like to take some of those spots, feel free to let me know. Okay, so we have a couple live drivers in our open bracket, guys. We're gonna have Dura and Moat line it up, and then we're gonna have Ty and Termal after that. Then we have our revival bracket, which is gonna be Moo and Tony and Stevie so far. We'll fill that out as we go. So if you do end up winning the comp as a revival driver, just so you guys know, it doesn't count as a win for Street Series, but it's fun to have you guys there. So let's get back into the game. We got Dura and Moat. You guys can line it up. Oh, they're already here for us. Let's go. Here we go, Moat. With the follow here, Dura is gonna slightly miss, and Moat's gonna spin. Oh no, that is rough. We're just keeping an eye on Dura right now, make sure that he's running a somewhat clean line up there so he's not too faulted out here. He did miss his inner clip there. Just a little bit, but we're gonna let that slide. As Moat with a spin. Has some lost ground to make up, but I think he can do it. I think he can do it. We got Dura here ready for the follow. See if he can just get on Moat's door here. It's looking pretty good for Dura here on his follow. He's gonna go for that inner clip to outside. Give Moat tons of pressure here. Up the straightaway. Moat's gonna go to the outside. Dura is gonna miss it, but the proximity is there. Now with the spin for Moat, there is gonna have to be a pretty fatal flaw here for Dura in order to not move on. So he does hold strong as he goes inside to outside once more by the stairs, and Moat is gonna be eliminated. Great runs, Moat, but our man Dura is gonna move on. So Ty just needs a couple minutes, so we're gonna postpone the Ty and Termal run. Tony and Moo, you guys can come right up. All right, we got Tony and Moo first up from our revival bracket. Let's see how this goes. Whenever you guys are ready, go right ahead. Tony with the follow here. The Euros gets a second chance. Trying to get on Moo's door. Moo is insanely good at these FD comps here on GTA. He's insanely good at GTA, period. And Tony right on his door here. Beautiful lead from Moo. Tony gets right to him. Oh, this is crazy. This might be one of the craziest revival bracket battles we're gonna see here on Street Series. This is crazy. Let's go. Tony and Moo, the absolute showdown. Tony puts that Euros right on Moo's door, and we're gonna have to see what Tony can do in the lead. That's crazy. Moo with the follow here. Great launch from both drivers. Moo's gonna go inside, a little strong to follow Tony's line. He's all about proximity here, and he needs it. He knows he needs the proximity. He's gonna get it. He's on his door. This might be one of the most savage pairs of battles we're gonna see here at LSIA, period. This is crazy. Tony with all that angle, but Moo matches the proximity, and I think we are gonna see a strong OMT. Yep, pretty unanimous OMT there. What a battle. Tones and Moo going at it once again. Let's go, guys. Tones and Moo, two titans. OMT in the revival bracket. Moo savage line. Tony right on him. The transitions are so tight, it's crazy. That's one thing Tony's really putting to work with the Euros, is that shorter wheelbase, allowing him to transition. Get Ty back in a sec. As Moo goes inside, he's right on his door. Goes inside once more. Tony right there with him. This is really where the Euros is gonna shine here. He's gonna get right back up on the stairs, and Moo cannot shake him once again. Both drivers nearly flawless. That's insane. We're in with Moo now. Here we go. Tony's got a little bit of a launch here. Moo's gonna go inside. Tony's gonna try and pull. It's not gonna work for him. Moo is right there, and Tony's gonna miss his outside clip. If there's a reason to fault one of these guys, man, and we probably should start micromanaging, that's a lot of angle. But Moo right there at the proximity the whole run. And Tony missing that outside zone. Unless I missed something blatant in Moo's lead, I feel like that's a Moo move on. But let me know, let me know. So chat is agreeing that the one miss on that outside is gonna move Moo on, man. Tony, awesome runs, bro. Hugely appreciated. But here comes the Moo, baby. Here comes the Moo. Tony is gonna move on. We're gonna get Ty in here for his run with Termal. Ty and Termal. Ty in the Z, Termal in the G. Great entry from Termal. He's gonna miss the inside just a little bit. Super smooth though. He's gonna gain a ton of speed. Ty's gonna have to make up some lost ground here. Ty just learned the line as he was coming into the stream, so hugely impressed by his driving here as Termal, a seasoned vet, is ripping that G. Missed a few lines, but he's super smooth. He missed that inside there as well. He is flying up there. Gotta give him a lot of proximity, but a few misclipping points. All right, guys, Termal with the follow here. I'm excited to see him drive. That was a super smooth lead. He's right on his door. He's gonna bump him a little bit. I think that's Street Series contact, man. I don't know if he really forced the line too much. Wow, it's a great lead from Ty, but Termal is right on it. Ty doing everything he can to come back here. That is hugely, you know what? Termal might, I don't know. Termal might move on based on proximity, but Ty had a solid lead line there. I don't know. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. All right, let's OMT it, man. Termal can go more for his clips, and Ty can go more for his proximity. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, guys, here we go. Another OMT here. These guys are not revival drivers. We did the revival, and then now we're back to open drivers, but Ty on his entry is going to make up his lost ground this time. His proximity is looking a lot better. As Termal's going to drop one wheel both times. He's going to go inside. He's going to slightly miss. He's going one wheel outside each time. He's going to slightly miss again. That's how he's building his speed, and he is staying super smooth. That was a really good lead from Termal. He's slightly missing his inner clips, and he misses that touch and go really hard. He's 2 wheels out there. Oh, that's 2 huge faults on Termal's line in the technical section. Although he was super smooth towards the stairs, he did go outside 2 wheels and he did miss his touch and go. So we're looking for Ty to repeat a really solid lead line here, and he might be able to take down another Titan. We are nitpicking at this point. You guys, I can't believe the quality of driving on GTA is crazy. Wouldn't surprise me if we got another OMT here. Let's go. Termal looking to force it. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. Ty is he's gonna hit his inner clip. He's gonna go back outside. Termal once again with all the proximity in the world. He looks fast. Ty is gonna be a little more outside than Termal there. That's okay. We're looking for the proximity there. Little beautiful tap. Ooh, that one's a little bit we're not gonna fault the lead driver there because of the contact. He did have to correct to go wide. We're not gonna fault him for that missed inside. That's a tap. Both drivers are gonna miss on the inside. Ty is gonna hit his clips. I think that could go LMC. I think I'm gonna slightly give my advantage to Ty based on his lead there. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Ty is gonna move on. Termal, great runs, man. G looks so good out here. Termal wasn't even expecting to run today, so big ups to Termal for taking that spot for us, man. Hugely appreciated. Ty hopping in, no knowledge of the line, moving on to round 2. That's great. All right, so Ty is gonna move on up here, and Stevie. Oh, Stevie needs someone to drive with.
I heard there were revival drivers in the green zone. Hatman, gonna take down the revival driver, no matter how dangerous. Oh, sorry, it gets dangerous fighting crime out here. Hold on, who has cops? I don't need cops, I'm Hatman. Here we go. The legendary Stevie Wonder Kid in my green zone. It's hard to see the lines, it's rainy, but I'm gonna do my best. For justice, for peace, and for prosperity in the green zone. Oh, I went a little wide there, oh no. Going back to the inside. I can't see anything, it's too wet. Hatman. Stevie missed his inside clip. I hope the judges saw that. I hope Commissioner Green Zone H1 saw that. Just running a consistent line is the name of the game for defeating revival drivers who can't see in the rain. I'm gonna line up, I'm gonna quick launch here. Oh no. My launch wasn't good at all. Stevie's gonna find me again. There we go, inside. To the outside. Through the rain. Through the fire and the rain. Hatman will bring the pain. Stevie on our door there. Gonna pull. There he is. Do-do-do-do. Go to the battle zone. I'm gonna hit my clip. There we go. To the outside. Chat's gonna have to judge this one. Stevie misses outside. And Hatman to the outside again. We'll await the judges' decisions. Chat says, Stevie, not even a single OMT. He's missing clips. You guys are ridiculous. I will leave you to the darkness.
We're back. He did not seem happy with whatever call you guys made. Holy cow. All right, so Stevie is going to defeat Hatman to move on to face Moo. I'm sorry, I had the wrong name up there before. But we are going to start round 2 back in the invitational bracket. Taylor and Dilly, whenever you're ready. Here we go. Dilly with a huge entry. Oh, it's so hard to see the clips. That is a missed clip for Dilly. A lot of speed, though. A lot of speed. It's so hard to see. Taylor's going to hit one. Dilly's gonna hit that one. Taylor's gonna go way inside. I don't know if Dilly dropped the tire. It's so hard to see in the rain. Oh man, rain delay, dude. Dilly hits the inner clip there. Taylor goes 2 out. That's a huge advantage for Dilly, man. Touch and go to the outside. I think Dilly's looking pretty good on this one, man. Dilly with the follow. Round 2. Let's see what we can do here. Strong entry from both drivers. Taylor is going to miss that inside. He's going to go a little wide to the outside. So hard to see. So hard to see. Outside to inside. I can't even tell if he's hitting it. Outside to inside again. It got worse. It got worse out here. I can't see anything. Inside there. Inside to outside. Oh no, they missed both. Oh, they both missed that. I can't even judge with this rain. And Taylor on the outside. I think it's looking pretty good for Dilly there, man. I think it's pretty good for Dilly. Taylor did have a few big errors. I think, unfortunately, with the rain making it tough, it is hard to make a decision, but we're going to move Dilly along for that one. So that's going to be Dilly on there. Up next is H1 and Smogs. Another rematch. This is crazy, dude. These guys have ran 3 times in Street Series. All right, rain clearing up. Great launch for H1. Smogs got left behind just a little bit there. I think both drivers a little bit aggressively inside on their clip. That's okay. Both of them hitting their outside, but missing the inside. Smogs with great proximity. We're going to fault H1 there on his lead twice. He misses 2 insides as Smogs keeps the proximity. H1's going to be beautifully outside there as he hits his touch and go. Goes to the outside. He drops just 1. Really aggressive on that second touch and go as he goes out to the stairs. But he did miss 2 inner clips. H1 with the follow here. Smogs is going to have a huge advantage as the rain clears up. He's going to be able to see his line a little better. He's going to hit inside to outside. He's going to drop 2 there. That's 1 fault. H1's going to go a little too wide there. We're going to... Oh, I think he dropped 2. I don't know. We'd have to look at the replay. He's going to go outside to inside. Smogs not strongly hitting his inner clips. He hit that one pretty strong. He goes outside there. He goes inside strong there. He goes outside. He misses his touch and go. And we are gonna call that an OMT for the boys. Let's run that one back in the dry. We got the OMT. These guys are driven together more than any pair of drivers in Street Series history, that's for sure. Both drivers super smooth on both clips. H1 pulling away this time. Smogs smoothly gonna make up all that proximity. I can't even talk. As H1 goes back to the outside. Smogs tapping his door. H1 back inside of the touch and goes back to the outside once more. Touch and go, he hits Smogs right on him. That's great. Here we go, boys. Big entry from both drivers. H1 with the follow here. Is he gonna get the same proximity Smogs had so far? Not quite yet. Oh, and he is gonna gain there. Smogs is gonna hit his lead line. Oh, he's gonna miss that inner clip once again. So H1 is not getting quite this. Oh, he is getting the proximity. Is this a double OMT right now? Smogs is gonna hit his touch and go. Man, dude, I don't know. After a long conversation with the chat, I don't know if it's beyond a shadow of a doubt, so I think we'll go OMT with this one. Big launch from both drivers. Smogs is gonna go a little aggressively inside once again to maintain that proximity. H1's going outside to inside once more. He's a little strong there. A little correction from Smogs. Smogs is gonna tap the door. H1 is gonna hit. He's gonna go back outside. He's gonna go back inside once more. Straight down the middle. Trying to shake Smogs. He cannot. Smogs right with him. Is not giving H1 an inch that time. Big entry from both drivers once again. H1, same entry Smogs had. Let's see what the proximity looks like here. As H1 right on some Smogs is gonna miss that inside. See Smogs' line every now and again. He's missing spots and H1 right on him. I don't know, dude. Come on. H1's tapping his door again. That's crazy. That's another OMT. That's gotta be another OMT. Big launch from both drivers once again as H1 on his 3rd lead with Smogs. Goes outside. Outside once more. Back to the inside. Smogs unreal proximity once again. Goes inside with H1. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Door tap, door tap. 2 door taps. We're gonna start giving door tap bonuses. That's insane. H1 misses the touch and go. We're not gonna fault Smogs for that bump there. H1 did miss the touch and go, and Smogs hit it. So it's looking pretty good for Smogs there. Smogs got 2 door taps. He's got that missed touch and go. Let's see what he can do on his lead here. Big launch from H1. H1 with the jump there. Smogs does get back ahead. He goes outside. Back to the outside. Oh, Smogs a little shallow. He goes inside to outside. Inside to outside again. H1 on his door. That's 1 door tap. H1 with not a lot of angle to make up there. Smogs is gonna hit all his clips. Is Smogs gonna miss? He does go around the touch and go. I think that's another OMT. There's just no clear winner. Let's do it again. Nice. Big entry from both drivers. This is really smooth on both drivers' parts that time. H1 and Smogs. Super smooth. This is some good tandem driving. Inside to outside once more. H1 bringing it around with a beautifully done lead. Smogs right on it the whole time. He's gonna go a little shallow there. But that's a 10 out of 10 lead there for H1, unless I missed something. Here we go. Inside, outside once more. H1 tapping doors. H1 wants it, dude. You gotta be kidding me. He goes inside again. He goes outside, taps the door again. H1. Is H1 gonna take down the champ right now? He goes inside hard. I'm gonna need some help judging this one, guys. As H1 goes to the doors, he's gonna tap again. He's gonna hit the touch and go. Is that the combo? Is that the combo to beat Smogs? H1, the car plug, takes down our driver to beat Smogs. Smogs, if there's ever a way to go down, man, I think 5 OMTs or whatever that was is the way to do it. Great looks to both drivers, man. That was crazy. We're gonna move H1 along here. He's gonna face Dilly to move on into the finals. However, we do have our open and resurrection brackets. First up is our open bracket, Dura and Ty. You guys can line it right up. Here we go, Dura and Ty with the battles. Dura's gonna try and get on Ty's door here. Ty was super clean in his first set, especially for just learning the line here. He's gonna go back inside. Dura is running it inside, just trying to keep that proximity up. Usually not seen quite this way when it's Remus versus Euros. It's usually the other way around, but Ty a little bit shallow on his outside there, and he is gonna miss his touch and go. Is gonna bring Dura back to about even, but a lot of proximity there from Ty, and a beautifully executed lead run, especially considering that he, again, is hopping into this with no experience on this line. Anybody's game at this point, guys, nice and even. A little bit of a stutter from our follow car. We're gonna look at that proximity once again. Beautiful proximity on the Euros. Euros falling behind a little bit here. And Ty is gonna try and make up some lost ground here as well. We're gonna be looking at the clipping points maybe as a deciding factor as the S13 goes outside, inside, beautifully done. He's gonna miss the inside. That's one missed clip. Let's see if we can get at the rest of them. Dura's gonna miss. Oh, that's a slight miss. He's gonna go shallow there. And he's gonna slight miss there as well. I'm gonna say either Ty or OMT there, guys. Let me know in the chat. Alright guys, so those missed clips were enough to have Ty move forward. Great driving from Dura, man, huge respect. But our man Ty, coming in with no experience on the line, is gonna move on into the semifinals? Semifinals. Now, we have another Battle of Titans up next. We have Mr. Moo and Stevie Wonderkid. Let's do it, man. Battle of the Titans at night. Stevie and Moo. Stevie on the follow here. Moo with a huge launch. Oh no. Stevie's gonna have to make up some lost ground, and he does. A lot of angle on Stevie as well. We're gonna take that into account here. Stevie just made up some lost ground with angle. As he gets back on Moo's door, battling it out with a legend. A little bit more angle for Moo, but he does miss that inner clip. We're gonna look for this one here, the touch and go to the outside. He does get it beautifully as Moo completes his line. Great stuff from both drivers again, man. All right, so we're gonna be looking at a lot of proximity this time. The one big missed inside clip for Moo as well on the lead. Stevie with a huge entry here. Beautifully hit, goes outside, building a ton of speed. Moo right on him though. Isn't gonna get the tap, and he's not gonna get the same angle as Stevie with a ton of proximity. Oh wow, look at this. Stevie with just all the speed, he's causing Moo to run inside, inside, inside. That is gonna stack against Moo real hard as Stevie nails his inside clip. He's a little bit shallow there, but we're not gonna fault Moo. I mean, we're not gonna fault Stevie. And I think Stevie is gonna slightly take the win there, man. All right, guys, so after a little bit of chat deliberation, Stevie is gonna move on into the semifinals to face Ty. Now, I think it would be fun to go right for this battle. So Ty and Stevie, if you guys wanna line it up for us, I think that would be really cool. All right, guys, we got Ty here, we got Stevie. Stevie on the follow once again. Gonna hit his clip where Ty misses just a little bit on the inside. Ty nice and deep, Stevie with a ton of proximity. Gonna hit his clip beautifully there as he goes outside to inside once again. And Stevie with all the proximity in the world. All the angle as well. He's killing it from that revival bracket right now. He is gonna miss the outside there, so that's a little bit of a knock on Stevie. But he does have a ton of proximity. It's a beautiful lead line from Ty as well. But Stevie with a ton of proximity, and Ty with that first missed clip there. This is gonna be interesting, this is gonna be interesting. Here we go. Stevie with the lead. Let's see if Ty can reel him in here. Stevie is fast in that thing. It's gonna be hard to catch him here. It is gonna be hard to catch him here. Stevie goes outside, one tire. Crazy. Front bumper on that inside, back to the outside, front bumper on that inside. He hits the outside in the battle zone. He goes back, almost hits the touch and go. And Stevie Wonderkid in the finals, man. All right, guys, so Stevie is gonna move on. Now, where Stevie is a resurrection driver, it is true that if he wins this competition, it does not count as an official win. It will make him a pro-level Street Series driver, but it will not count as an official Street Series win. Just so you guys are aware, we have Dilly and H1 up next to battle out for that final spot. All right, man, Dilly and H1, the VP of the green zone, taking down giants. Can he take down another one in the Dilly man, the flat-foot kid himself? Whenever you guys are ready, go right ahead. Dilly and H1, two legends going at it. H1 a little inside as Dilly misses his inner clip. H1's gonna actually gain a lot there as he goes inside deep for the door tap. Dilly's a little slower than expected here, as H1 is able to keep a lot of proximity, although Dilly's speeding up now through that battle zone. Hitting his, and he's gonna miss his clip there. H1 has put a lot of pressure on Dilly this run as he goes backwards into Dilly. That's gonna be a knock on H1 there. But Dilly with 2 knocks to H1's 1. H1 is slightly in the lead. We're gonna see anybody's game here as we move into Dilly's follow. H1 with the launch, there he goes. He is gonna start pulling, no way. He is aiming for the giants tonight. Dilly's getting right back on him though. Ooh, H1 trying to pull on him. He's gonna hit the inside. He's gonna go mid to the battle zone, which is gonna gain a little bit more distance. Dilly, great job hitting that touch and go. H1 hits the touch and go aggressively as Dilly surges, and H1 hits the stairs hard. That's big contact, dude. I don't know. Do we let them OMT it, or I feel like that was a big hit, guys. I don't know. How's it driving? You think you can compete? He lost the tail light. He lost his rear glass. OMT, H1 wants the OMT. Everyone wants the OMT. I'm surprised. All right, chat, I'm gonna let the chat override me here. Everybody wants the OMT, so we're gonna run the OMT. H1 with the launch. And Dilly trying to make up some lost ground once again. That's kind of 2 tires out. I think it was. As H1 with a nice smooth lead. Dilly's just trying to make up all that speed. He does beautifully as H1, nice and clean. He hits the outside to inside once more. He's gonna go straight up the middle on the battle zone again here. As he goes inside to the outside. Is that 2? Nope, that's 1 off. It's a beautiful lead from H1. And Dilly, a little bit of a slinkiness in his proximity. And the 1-2 tire out section puts H1, I think, at a nice advantage, but that's what we said last time. And then he hit the stairs. Here we go. H1 with the follow this time, enters nicely, but Dilly is gonna rip on him. Same proximity here. Dilly hits his line beautifully. H1 cuts inside to catch. Ooh, man. I feel like Dilly actually had a little bit better proximity through that section as Dilly with a almost impeccable lead line here. H1 can't quite get back on it as Dilly hits all of his points nearly perfect. Ooh, and gets out clean. It's another OMT or Dilly, I think. H1's getting the airtime tonight, man. This is like his 8th OMT. All right, here's H1 once again with his lead. Beautiful entry out to the outside. He's gonna try and gain some speed here. Dilly's right on him. Not a factor this time for Dilly. He's right on H1 through that first long section. Able to stay with him through the inside outsides. Beautifully done from Dilly. Dilly is not messing around with this follow here. Very well executed. H1 with a great lead. Dilly right back on him with the follow. Tons of pressure on H1 now to execute on the same follow. Oh, H1 and Dilly, the battlegrounds. H1 with an impeccable entry there on the follow. He might pull it off. He's strong. That's crazy. Outside to inside once more. Outside to inside. H1 with all the angle. Are you kidding me? 2 wheels out. Was that 2 out for Dilly? They both missed the inner clip. I think they both went 2 out. And Dilly in the stairs. Ache Uno. Ache Uno in the finals for a Stevie Wonder Kid rematch right now. This is insane. You guys doing everything you can to stop this man out here. H1 though, the car plug, the VP of the green zone, is about to battle a legend of GTA here in the green zone. Let's go. All right, guys, Stevie and H1 for the finals. Both drivers inside clip to the outside. About medium proximity for both here. Stevie with a little more angle there on that transition as H1 hits the brakes a little bit. Stevie right on him. We're not going to fault Stevie for wiggling there as H1 did break up just a little bit. As H1 going all forward now, trying to gain some speed through the battle zone. He goes to the inside, back to the outside once more. Stevie doing the same, a little bit shallower as he gets right back on H1's door. That's a great start here. Wouldn't surprise me if we saw a couple OMTs. Let's change it around and see what H1 has on his follow. H1, the last live driver, trying to make it happen with his first follow on Stevie Wonderkid. Taps his door on entry. He is looking for that legendary follow as he falls back on that corner just a little bit. He might have something up his sleeves though, as he does make a little bit of proximity here. Going through the high speed, Stevie with just a ton of angle though. H1 back to his door. H1 definitely winning the proximity game. I think Stevie, the angle and line game. I'm for an OMT there, guys. Let me know in the chat. It is not clear enough for the finals. We are going to go with the OMT. Here we go. Great launch from both drivers. H1 going to pull out a little bit more here. H1 nice and smooth to the outside, back to the inside. Care about checkpoints. Outside. Once again to the inside. He's only dropping one wheel there. That's great. Stevie with some contact. It was a little aggressive. H1 just champing through. It goes 2 wheels out. And that is hard to see. That's a pretty big fault there. Definitely nothing he can't come back from, but that is the biggest piece we are going to be looking at is that 2-wheel drop there on that last outside section. All right, guys, Stevie with the lead here. H1 back on his door, taps through. Let's see what happens. Is Stevie going to make a mistake on line? I would be very surprised. He's hitting his clips pretty conservatively here. Goes inside to outside once more. Beautifully done. H1 with all the proximity in the world. But Stevie is going to hit his... Oh, he's braking hard there. H1's on his door. Is it going to be enough as Stevie hits his touch and go? Guys, let me know. I'd really rather see something... Yeah, it's bright out, no rain, OMT. Yeah, that's a good point, Taylor. I don't know if that was quite clear enough to call that the winner, so we'll let him OMT it back one more time. Let's do it, guys. All right, both drivers once more on the OMT once again. H1 pulling huge. He's going to go to the outside. Stevie follows. That was 2 wheels off for Stevie. I saw that second wheel pop out. H1 might be able to pull ahead here as he goes inside to outside. Very clean line from H1. Inside to the middle once again here. He goes middle up the battle zone. Can he keep the speed off the 2-tire drop? He just got one there. Just got one as he goes inside. Oh, and he just gets on the brakes enough. And I think H1 is looking at an almost unbeatable lead there, man. Here we go. Big entry from both drivers once again. H1 with all the proximity this time. H1 keeping it clean with a door tap on transition. Stevie a little shallow. Goes inside to outside. Back to the inside. Back to the outside again. But H1 right there on the door. H1 looking to battle into the touch and go. Stevie slightly missed it. I don't think H1 pushed him wide. H1 just trying to get into that transition, and I think H1's looking pretty good there, guys. Let me know in chat. H1 won, GG. H1, and congratulations to H1, man. The GTA car plug, the VP of the Green Zone. He has a win already in Car X Street Series, and now has one out here in GTA Green Zone Street Series as well. That's huge. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube and you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video or found it useful at all, please feel free to leave a like down below, and thank you so much to all the guys who came out here to drive with us tonight. If you're looking to join one of these comps, make sure that you're joined up in our Discord. Links in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.